Now, last night I was talking to my producer, and this reminded us of the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Now, as a gay man, a 100% gay man here in 2025, I will tell you with unequivocal certainty, I would make it appointment viewing to sit down and watch the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Okay, I love the entertainment, I love the pageantry, I love the music. They always had like Taylor Swift performing, or they had Maroon 5, or whoever the hell was performing at the Victoria's Secret fashion show. And I love to see these superhuman size 0.0007 foot tall Amazonian models traipse down the runway in ridiculous clownery outfits. Okay, that is why I like the Victoria's Secret fashion show, and it's probably why a ton of you also tuned in to the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Well, a few years ago, they tried to cancel the Victoria's Secret fashion show because Ed Razek, one of the developers of Victoria's Secret, one of the producers of the iconic fashion show, made a comment about, oh, trans women aren't the fantasy, trans people aren't the fantasy, right? He should be allowed to have his opinion. Well, he got canceled. He got so freaking canceled by the woke mob. In fact, they didn't even do a Victoria's Secret fashion show for years. They did not do one for years. They came back recently with the Victoria's Secret fashion show and they said, you know what? Get those skinny bitches in here, get those size quadruple zeros in here, put the wings on, get the freaking music going and strut down the runway and make sure there's film in those cameras, and we all loved it, okay? Nobody out there thinks they should look like Bella Hadid all the time, okay? Unless you are insecure. Unless you're insecure and you're not living in reality, you know that these are alien, superhuman people who have personal trainers, personal chefs, plastic surgeons, estheticians, okay? Us as civilians, we're not supposed to look like superhuman models, but some folks still get offended by seeing skinny models on television, and that's sort of the dichotomy I'm trying to paint for you here in this episode right now. There are brands that are allowed to put skinny, tall supermodels in advertisements. Does that look like 99% of the country? No. Does it look like 99% of my group of friends and family who are of all different shapes and sizes and backgrounds? Absolutely not. But if you choose to be offended, that is because you're insecure and you have thin skin. We shouldn't be so offended all the time that brands choose to give us some skinny models. You know what? If American Eagle decides we're going to put Sydney Sweeney, a skinny little hot blonde chick, ingenue in Hollywood in an advertisement, and you choose to be offended, that's on you. You're allowing that to erode your happiness and eat away at you, okay? Not everyone is going to look like you all the time. I walk into rooms, I walk into meetings, and sometimes I'm the only gay person in there. But you know what? I don't make being gay my entire personality. And so for these folks at home, these liberals on the internet, they feel so upset when they see Sydney Sweeney, or so upset when they see the Victoria's Secret fashion show and these skinny models, because they're so insecure, they need such outside affirmation all of the time